Okay, so here we have copper sulfate dissolved in water, and you can see that it has a bluish tint. I'm going to put iron in the water, in the copper sulfate solution, and you will see the change that occurs. The copper in the copper sulfate will actually replace the iron, and they'll switch places. So the iron will go into the solution, and the copper in the copper sulfate will come out of the solution as a solid. There is iron in paper clips. It's made of steel, and steel is mostly iron, so that's what I am using. I'm going to end up speeding up this video to do a time lapse to see the rest of this, but I will place this in here and we will revisit them. Notice how quickly the color does start to change. So as you see here, the copper that was in the solution was represented by the blue solution. As those copper particles came out of the solution, that is copper there. And you could say the copper grew, although that's not a proper term. But the copper was in the solution and it came out. And then the metal that this was made out of, which was iron, the iron came from the paper clips and went into the solution. So the copper and iron switch places. And that's why, since the iron's not blue when it's dissolved, that's why this is no longer blue in color. So the dissolved copper was blue and the dissolved iron is not. So you could actually tell the concentration difference based on the reaction by the fact that there's no blue left in this solution. And all that's left is the copper that was removed from the solution. And it's all down there. You could gather it. You could gather the copper and measure it if you would want to.